roulette. Yeah, it's the bag of Doritos where they put like the super hot chips in there. Yeah, I've seen those bags. I will never eat those. I don't think, well, I can't say never, but I don't think I will ever eat those. Rogue Legacy, the point is to gather as many coins as possible before you die, and dying will happen. That's almost the point of Spelunky. Gather as much gold as you can before you die. It's pretty close to the same. Anyways, I did buy a new game when it was on sale during the Steam Summer Sale. Was that last month? I do plan on streaming it at some point. Probably not tonight, but at some point. I bought a classic game. Since my whole theme is classical gaming, I bought the Pac-Man Championship Edition. And I do plan on getting that on stream at some point. Eventually, if I can get a capture card or an emulator that works and doesn't crash my computer every time I try to load it, I want to play some old school Nintendo games. And I'll buy an old school Nintendo USB controller for my computer for those games specifically. But I need encouragement on Twitter while I'm going to school this quarter. The quarter ends in September. If I get all A's, Neko said she would buy me an old school Nintendo. I don't know if we'll be able to do that right away, but I need all A's in order for that to happen. And I have some pretty tough courses this quarter, so I don't know if I'll be able to get all A's. Maybe B's, but I don't know about all A's. She actually promised to me last quarter. She actually promised it to me for first quarter, my very first quarter of college. It sounds weird to say quarters because I know most colleges and universities do semesters, but tech schools usually go by quarters. She promised to me first quarter, and being the guy that I am, I was like, you know what, these classes are way too easy. I'm gonna get all A's. I'm gonna get a 4.0 by the end of first quarter, which I did. And I told her, I was like, you know what, let's wait till I have a quarter where it's more difficult. I need it to be a challenge, so the reward is worth it at the end of the challenge. I'll feel better about the reward. Versus just, you know, pretty much skating through, getting a reward and like, I didn't really work for this. I actually wanted to feel good. So I told her, let's wait. And second quarter came, I saw my class, I was like, yeah, let's do it for second quarter. The first year your boyfriend and you were together, you bought him a Sega. That's awesome. Sega Genesis was a really good system too. Slide through there, jump, 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 and fail. Okay. Jump, 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 slide, jump, 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 slide, jump. Oh, he got more momentum than I did. I don't know how that happened. No, you don't, Dr. Evil. One of the first games, it was Sonic 2. His first games he owned was Sonic 2, so it's what you got. The very first game that I played was for Nintendo. I bought one of the first edition Nintendos when they came out in 1985. I was 5 years old, and I saved up all my quarters and nickels and dimes and everything that I would find on the ground that my parents would give me, etc. Usually, you know, my grandparents would help by giving me $20 a boost in quarters, just because I was young. And I don't know if anybody else remembers, but Culligan had those big glass jugs back in the day. They weren't plastic, they were glass. And we used to get Culligan jars. I would put all of my change in those jars, in those big glass jugs. Well, when we thought we had enough money, we went down to Best Buy. My parents took me down to Best Buy, and I pointed out the Nintendo that I wanted. It was the classic gray and black and white Nintendo. It came with a gray, white, and black gun that you could point at your TV screen, and came with 2 controllers, black, white, gray, and the red buttons. So we bought that, and I also bought a 13-inch color TV back in the day. Color TVs in 1985 were huge and expensive, and I had a 13-inch which had the turn knobs, change of channel, and the push button on and off switches, and it also had another push button. I don't remember what it did, but like when you pushed it, it made the screen all fuzzy. To this day I don't know what that button was for. So I bought one of those little TVs. It was made by Zenith, I think. I don't really remember. They had to close down 3 or 4 checkout lanes at Best Buy to count all the change I had brought in those big glass jugs from saving. And one of the very first Nintendo games that I had played was Duck Hunt, because it came with the Nintendo. It was the dual cartridge Mario Brothers Duck Hunt game. You had one of those Coca-Cola bottles, the 4-foot ones. But it was, I bet you it was plastic. I don't think the Coca-Cola ones made glass. I don't think they did. Maybe they did, I don't remember. But the very first game I played was Duck Hunt, followed by Mario Brothers, obviously, because it was one cartridge and you could just pick between the games. My favorite game of all time on Nintendo to this day is Kid Icarus. Absolutely love Kid Icarus. I don't like the Kid Icarus revamp for the Wii. I can't stand that version. The original is still better in my opinion. I feel like I can get this guy. I feel I can get him. Saved up every year for the local amusement park. Yeah, all that money that my friends would spend on random comic books and regular books, like they'd get those books for kids or whatever. I forget what they were called. They had the golden ream on them. They would buy those. They would buy comic books, action figures. I don't know what else they would spend it on. The Ice Cream Man, when you hear the little jingle, driving down the street, they'd save their money for that. I saved my money for video games. Let's just say from the ages of 5 to 9, I was the most popular kid. Ream, rim, spine. Same thing to me. Spine, yes, thank you, Necro. I was, from the ages of like 5 to 9, I was the most popular kid on the block. Because I was the only kid that had a Nintendo Entertainment System with like 70 or 80 games to go with it. The first game was Frogger on the Atari. We did buy a system until PlayStation. The very first game that I ever played, we gotta go like way back. The first game I played on Nintendo was Duck Hunt. The very first game that I ever played, oh man. The very first game that I ever played had to have been it was a tabletop. I think it was a tabletop. Okay, we're talking video games here, not board games. The very first video game that I ever played, I believe, was a tabletop game called Dig Dug. I think. Originally an arcade game, but it was a table game. Somebody I knew was in a hospital, and I used to play the crap out of it. Pong. That's my dad's first video game ever. That's the only game he'll play. I'm pretty sure mine was Dig Dug. I think it's either Dig Dug or Galaga. It was one of those two, but it was a tabletop game in the hospital. You played the shit out of Pong. Pong is it's one of the first console games for Atari. Still a classic in my opinion. It definitely set the bar for every other game to follow. Yes, look at you. Don't jump there, Magi. That's how you lose time. Or gain time. I don't really know the proper... Had to scratch my nose. How did he get so much momentum? How? How, sir? Don't jump there, dude. That was your run all the way. That was totally your run. You totally had that, and you had to go and mess it up. There we go, there we go, there we go. This is our run, guys. This is it. Corner store had a Killer Instinct machine. You had your name on the top 10, and there was this one guy, couldn't believe a girl who had to stand on a milk crate was over him. So when he waited for you to come in on allowance day to see if the owner was BSing him, you did kind of cheat. because you owned it for SNES. If you could get any cabinet, it would be Gauntlet Legends. I totally agree with that statement. Gauntlet Legends was amazing, and I spent hundreds of dollars on that game when I really shouldn't have. I used to work for Red Lobster as a host, and occasionally the servers would ask me to food run for them, and because of that I would gain tips from the servers. All those tips that I earned would then go into Gauntlet Legends at the Walmart across the street. Total waste of money. But if I could own any cabinet, that would definitely be it. DDR. My brother owned DDR for the PlayStation and had the dance pad and everything. I think he still has it to this day. He never touches it though because he has an Xbox that he enjoys. Which teach their own. I'm a PC guy now. Consoles, just kind of a thing of the past for me. You can do so much more with PCs. Finally beat this guy.
Freedom through finance.
Freedom through finance. He carries a briefcase full of cash. Level batch unlocked, no diving. No diving allowed. No diving. Rise and shine.
Hey, you okay?
It's Henk, not Hank. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna take a small break, use the restroom, that kind of thing. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gents. Sometimes you just gotta do something. Gotta get up, stretch some legs, take a drink of water, use the restroom. You just have to. So this level looks kinda cool. Looks like a big water park of some sort. So I feel like you need to jump there. Definitely need to jump. Why am I having such a hard time with that?
Go with the flow, baby.
Why am I having a hard time with that? What is my... I feel like an invalid right now. Oh my god.
Ow, push yourself.
Holy cow, how do you make that? Holy cow, okay. There's no way, no way,
Go with
no
the
way.
flow, baby. Oh, snap.
There's no way. Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go. How do you make that jump?
Show me what you got.
I don't understand. Why can you not make that jump? What is wrong with that jump? There we go. Come on. Finished the level, so that's good. That one? Dan has 3. He doesn't own one. Okay. Okay. Huh? No, I know. Yeah. No, okay, we will. I'll shoot him a message later. Alright, so we need to at least get a medal on this. Jump too soon. Jump too soon again. Stop that jumping too soon business.
Ready, go! Ready, go!
Go with the flow, baby. Oh, yeah. Damn.
Oh my god. I lost 6 seconds on that bullshit.
Ready, go!
That's right. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I would have had that too.
She said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it there for a while. I might come back on later tonight a little bit. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow after class. I got some things that I want to do. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Let's see if we can find somebody to host. Give me a second. We'll find somebody. Alright, I think I got my target. I like this guy a lot. He's a pretty chill guy. If I don't come back, you will cry. I may come back tonight yet. I want to play some Ark on stream. Definitely appreciate y'all for coming out. Let me go ahead and host this guy. So I will see everybody later at some point. Let me turn off Magi Bot. There we go. This guy I'm about to host, he's a super cool guy. He plays a lot of DayZ. He's been a favorite of mine for quite some time. It's just one chill dude. So give him a check. You know, check his stream a little bit. See if you like him. Maybe even toss him a follow if you enjoy what you see. He does have a sub button, so if you do enjoy him that much, you can feel free to sub to him or don't. He doesn't take offense if you don't sub to him. He doesn't have sub-only chat or anything like that. So check him out. Super cool dude. I will see everybody later.